What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and we might be getting a very interesting collaboration in the very near future with an indie game. This is something that's kind of been rumored on here and there, basically based on the creator of the indie game kind of talking about it publicly and how he'd be fine with it, but it was something that we never had confirmation of anything potentially happening to the game with. It's also something that would be an interesting collaboration to see, where if it is ever put into the game, it most likely would just be something similar to like the Among Us collaboration, where it's just a back bling and maybe an emote here or there, depending on how they could actually find an emote to do in the game itself. So what is all this about? Well, if you saw the title and thumbnail, you probably already know we're talking about The Binding of Isaac. Now, this is a game that I personally enjoy a lot, right? It's a game I've played time and time again. I mean, even on my other channel here, for the past 2 years now, we've had kind of like a series going on, just playing The Binding of Isaac. You can see how like the thumbnails and everything changed over the years, all the way up until like episode 68, which I do think there was like a 69th episode or something I never added to this whole entire playlist, of me just playing the game through one single save. It is a game that I'm super hype, like, you know, a super big fan of and everything else, so seeing the chance of us potentially getting collaboration in the future with The Binding of Isaac and Fortnite is always something that's always been interesting to me. And this actually came to my attention the other day when someone asked during an Edmund McMillan Q&A, which is, this is the person who, you know, made The Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy. They were like, hey, have you been contacted by Epic Games, or have you contacted Epic Games about that Fortnite collab you wanted yet? And they go on to say that yes, we have talked. Now, this is an interesting thing to mention, because typically whenever, you know, Epic Games and the other person talk or whatever else, there's a lot of stuff that appears to be kept in the silence until it actually releases. But considering this was more of a public thing, you know, maybe it wasn't like an actual, like, we signed NDAs or anything yet type of thing, or maybe it's something where you can just be like, yeah, we talked, you know, something might happen in the future, might not, we don't really know yet. It is very interesting to see how, in terms of everything regarding The Binding of Isaac, there at least is some discussions going on behind the scenes for a potential collaboration here. Now, this isn't the only time that, you know, Edmund tried putting The Binding of Isaac or some sort of collaboration in any of the Epic Games products, because if you guys know Fall Guys, which was owned by Mediatonic, they were supposed to get a Binding of Isaac skin in that game. However, for some reason, Mediatonic just kind of went completely silent on them while they were talking about it, discussing it, and everything else, and nothing ever really came from that. And I do believe this was before Epic Games really acquired Mediatonic or made a lot of changes there, so it might make sense on why they would have been silent in that situation. However, now with, you know, Fortnite, for example, in The Binding of Isaac, it's not as silent, and there's actually stuff being made of it, right? There's a chance of an actual collaboration going on later down the line. I think it would be super cool to actually see this, especially as someone who is a big fan of the game, because, you know, if I can get something that I enjoy, and I mean, I play long enough that I have like a multi-year series on another channel of, then I would love to be able to rock some of those cosmetics in Fortnite. Plus, I'm getting to that point now where I don't really want to purchase too many things in Fortnite. I know I practically own like the entire item shop 24/7, whatever else, but it's getting to a point now where I feel like Fortnite has a lot of like FOMO and stuff going on here and there with their item shop and everything, to the point where I only really want to pick up cosmetics that, you know, I think I'll wear, are cool collaborations I like, or stuff that, you know, my friends are wearing. And it's something where I'm like, I need to stop spending as much money on this game, even on like jam tracks and stuff. I want to buy less jam tracks unless it's a song that I actually know and feel I would actually play whenever playing the game. So seeing something like The Binding of Isaac would also help me not want to spend as much money, because it's like, you know, I got the game that I've been playing for years as a back bling or a pickaxe or something along those lines. I can go ahead and rock those in all my games, and I don't have to worry about too much going on there. So I want to extend this comment out to you guys and extend this question to you based on all the information we have right now, such as, oh, the fact that Edmund and, you know, Epic Games have talked potentially about a Binding of Isaac x Fortnite collaboration. What do you hope actually comes out of this? Do you hope we end up getting like a fully blown skin or something? Not really for sure which character they would end up doing for that. Do you think we're just going to get a back bling with different variants for like Azazel and all the other characters you can actually play as? Or do you think they're going to be doing something entirely else, or it ends up like the Mediatonic and Fall Guys situation where radio silence ends up happening and no collaboration actually ends up coming out of it? And also, what other indie games would you like to see Epic Games collab with in Fortnite in the future? Not even just indie games, but indie media or whatever, right? Even books or something. Is there a book character you would love to see in Fortnite? I would love to hear all those answers in the comments down below. Just get a little bit of a discussion coming, but it is super exciting, you know, especially as someone who wants to just see something from a franchise that I'm super hyper obsessed with, like The Binding of Isaac or Yakuza and Fortnite. I mean, The Binding of Isaac, I'll gladly take it. It's a step towards me getting more of my special interest into this game, so give it to me, please, Epic Games. With that said, however, just a short little update video regarding stuff going on, you know, potential collaborations for future updates. Keep in mind that typically when a collaboration first gets talked about, it takes around 9 months for a full skin to be made, which was the situation with Kelsier. If we can actually see here in the locker, yeah, for example, Kelsier right here, which is showing the Lego variant, which doesn't actually exist. This skin took around 9 months to make, according to the actual person who wrote the book, so it might be something where we don't see any news about this for multiple months, maybe even a year and a half or something like that, until it ends up dropping in Fortnite. But until next time, hope champs and champions enjoy today's YouTube video. Hope it got you excited for a potential new collaboration in the future, especially if you're someone like me who likes The Binding of Isaac. And until next time, we'll catch you champs and champions a little bit later with another upload. Peace out.